All right, Mike Tyson, the man who once dominated the boxing world, and Diddy, the music mogul, have allegedly been involved in some serious drama for years. But it's only now that things are supposedly coming to a head. According to multiple sources, Tyson has been harboring a long-standing grudge against Diddy, one that allegedly involves deeply personal and sensitive issues. But to understand the gravity of the current situation, we need to go back and unravel what led to the alleged confrontation that's been the talk of certain inner circles. It's said that for years, Diddy has allegedly tried to push his influence onto Tyson, possibly in ways that Tyson found uncomfortable and inappropriate. Tyson, who has never been one to mince words, was allegedly furious at the notion that Diddy would try to manipulate him in this way, and the response was brutal. The details are still fuzzy, but what's clear is that Tyson felt cornered, and Diddy's alleged persistence apparently ignited a fire in Tyson that's only gotten hotter over time. Sources say that Iron Mike was livid when he first heard that. Tyson decided he'd had enough, and that's when things allegedly exploded. Fast forward to the alleged confrontation. Tyson allegedly lashed out at Diddy in private, threatening to expose him for everything he's allegedly wanted from him. This wasn't just some heated argument. If the rumors are true, Tyson was dead serious. He allegedly told people in his inner circle that Diddy had been lying for years about me and that it was time to set the record straight.
Tupac, when he passed away, I was so curious. I said, what happened to this guy? Who was behind it? You know, the whole thing with the fight, you know, he's at your fight. He's going to get to the fight. I think you guys were supposed to spend some time together. And then I interviewed Greg Kading. And if you know who Greg Kading is, Greg Kading, are you familiar with Greg Kading?
No.
Greg Kading, if you can pull up his Wikipedia, Greg Kading is the guy that, he's the guy that was doing the investigation on Tupac
Yeah,
and Biggie.
I remember this.
Okay, so
they had a little television show about this.
Yes, you're right, absolutely. And he was known as the multi-law enforcement task force that investigated the murders of rap stars Tupac and Biggie. That's the Wikipedia story about him, right? So I said, so who was really behind this? So in the video, when I interview him, you know how somebody's trying to arrest him? Like if you've seen the movie American Gangster and they got these pictures. Is this the guy at the top? Is this the guy? So I have 50 different pictures with magnets, and he's putting these things up on. If you go to the video, you'll see how I set it up. Put Greg Kading by David. And I said, who is really the guy behind it? He says, well, we first thought it was this. Then we first thought it was that. And we first thought it was this. And everything's going. Then at the end, the conclusion, after multiple conversations with him and different people, it came down to Biggie. And to me, there's so many right there. If you can just zoom in, that's the way we had it. So we're kind of going back and forth to see who was behind the guys that killed Biggie, Tupac, Easy. I'm a hip hop guy. I grew up to all this stuff with NWA. This is my, like, you know, Straight Outta Compton was a movie I watched God knows how many times because I listened to all of that stuff. I'm an LA kid. So why is it that so many people in music and Hollywood fear this guy, Diddy, as if he's untouchable, and even the
Sugar Diddy,
not Diddy, not Suge.
You said Biggie, but you meant.
I'm sorry, I meant to say
yeah.
Diddy, not Biggie.
Well,
Diddy.
if you punch in on the picture here, you see Diddy, you see Suge Knight, and then a lot of their cohorts down there, but Tupac and Biggie at the top, as you were, Pat.
Yeah. So what is it? I mean, everybody's in there. So what is it with Diddy that so many? T.I. called him out. 50 Cent said one time on Charlemagne God's podcast, you know, Breakfast he says one time Diddy said, hey, let me go buy you some clothes, let me take you shopping. He's like, well, you want to take me shopping? What are you talking about? So T.I. called him out, 50 called him out, but some people are afraid. What do you know about, because some people are talking about there's Diddy involvement with Jamie and something happened because he was calling him out for some of the parties he was putting up. Is there anything you have opinions on Diddy? Have you had any experiences with Diddy?
No, just I knew him for a long time.
Got it. And with you, he was chill. He was good. He was
Awesome guy.
Yeah.
I knew him before he was Diddy. And I knew him for a long time. When I first became champ, I knew him. I remember him. He used to have crates when he used to have my after parties and stuff. Also when they were throwing parties. I remember
This
him.
is when he was the CEO founder of Bad Boy.
No, I don't
Biggie.
think he was Bad Boy yet. No, he
Really?
wasn't him. Damon Dash and all those guys. They weren't on yet. I was like the first street guy that really got on. You know, I'm talking about a guy doing crime in the streets that became a television guy, and everyone knew he was a celebrity, had fancy cars. I was the first.
This is all in Brooklyn.
I'm the first of our generation of that crew. You know, the street hustlers that really blew up like that.
And you guys all knew each other.
Yeah,
it's the same era.
Listen, this young lady that works for my company, and she started saying names to people I remember when I was 11, 12 years old. And it baffles me that you think you got away from these people. You'll never see them again. You knew them when you were at the worst of your level or heard about them. And you're not the only one God had his hand on. These guys made them successful too. And just to know them and see them at this level of the game is just mind-boggling. I mean, it's really, you're almost like proud in a way when you see them. You know what they experienced in life. And now they became respectable citizens.
I guess it's how you're in a class of 82 or a class of 90, whatever, you're all coming up. You're kind of seeing who made it from your class. I guess that's how to see it when you're coming up from the streets.
Yes.
At the same era. Who else were the guys that during that time that made it big out of all of you?
Listen, there were some rappers that people didn't know about that made it real big, and not just from rapping, but from writing. And it's just, listen, I come from Brownsville, Brooklyn, very competitive. You know, normally either you succeed, probably 60% of the people don't have their high school diploma. It might be more, but it's just a school, it's just a neighborhood for people that normally fail. It's just a failing. If you don't have sports, you're not a lawyer or whatever, you're not gonna make it, you're not gonna do well. You know, and it's very competitive, very dog eat dog. People who are your friends at one time, next thing you know, they turned on you. Come over to the house, I need to do something for me, man. Or they go over your house and they kill you and rob your house for your drugs and stuff. But these are people you was in a sandbox with. When the drug game,
Michael Francis is nodding over here because he knows this.
When the drug game started in the early 80s, you know, when that started, the people that you were robbing with, your friends with and everything, next thing you know, you got different gangs when you shoot. All these gangs, we all grew up together. All the people in his gang, all the people in the gang over here, some of them are related, and now they're killing each other. We were all friends, we grew up together, we used to rob and steal together, go to shopping together with the robbing money, smoke our weed, drinking together when we were kids. And next thing you know, I went over to my house after I'm doing good in this boxing stuff. Wasn't champion, but almost. I was making money. So somebody gets shot, I go to the hospital to see him, and then somebody else got killed. So I go to the funeral to see him, but the guy I went to the hospital is the guy that killed my friend I'm going to the funeral for. Yeah, I'm sure you understand. I'm at my friend, I'm crying that my friend is in this hospital, he's shot. And next thing you know, I'm going to my friend's funeral, but he shot my friend. It's crazy, right? It's really crazy, yeah.
P. Diddy, what the fuck is 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Like, son, what the fuck was you doing with that, bro? Like, maybe I can understand that you like weird shit, okay? There's a lot of people out there liking weird shit. I'm not one of them, but there's weirdos out there. But bro, 1,000 bottles of fucking baby oil is not just weird, bro. P. Diddy's business wasn't baby oil. You know, that man decided something big for himself, for his future, you know what I'm saying? P. Diddy was respected in hip-hop. There's a lot of young rappers who rap about P. Diddy shit. Like, yo, I did this like Diddy. I did that like Puffy, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand, a lot of these rappers was chained up by Diddy. Maybe he made him sign a contract or something. You know, you can't be discussing nothing after you go out of my fucking house. Or some shit might happen. P. Diddy was moving a little different, man. Mike Tyson has this one video with P. Diddy. P. Diddy is trying to reach Mike Tyson's leg, and Mike Tyson's like, yo, he moves around and puts P. Diddy's hand on the sofa, like a little farther away, right? And he sits back straight, like, yo, and looking straight at Diddy, like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? You ain't touching me. Mike Tyson said, Diddy, you ain't touching me. Shit, like, you can keep your hands away, bro. Like, that video is fucking crazy, man. P. Diddy, if you're trying to invite somebody to your freak-offs, it's not gonna be Mike Tyson, bro. Like, it's Mike Tyson getting angry at people is scary enough. Now, imagine if P. Diddy really went for that. What if Diddy really fucking tried to touch Mike Tyson's thigh in that interview? He would have been knocked out, cold. pow. Mike Tyson has this video, like he's talking to a reporter. Like Mike Tyson said, "I'ma eat your children." Like he did it with Justin Bieber, man. I don't even want to see these pictures. Like with Justin Bieber, at the end of the day, people clowning, people do this, people do that. But bro, he's on top of the fucking food chain when it comes to white superstars. In my opinion, top 5 artists in general. Like Justin Bieber is a certified hit maker. He knows how to rap a little bit, sing a little bit. He also holds himself accountable of the things that he does. You know what I'm saying? Like all these rappers that hung out with P. Diddy, man. 99% of these rappers are not doing the freaky shit. 99% of these rappers is not doing the freaky shit. They're just not. They're just 1% or 2% of these rappers that's kind of on the other side of P. Diddy. Being gay is not the problem. Being gay is the least of my fucking concerns. There's a lot of gay dudes out there who are fucking cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't swing that way. I'm straight, but I'm just saying this. P. Diddy, my brother, 1,000 fucking bottles of baby oil is beyond the fucking spectrum, man. You're not even the fucking, you don't even belong on the rainbow, brother. You just belong on the other side of the fucking rainbow. I don't want to see these titles, man. These just don't sit well with me, bro. Justin Bieber with P. Diddy, like who else is there? Who else are the celebrities who are doing all this shit? Like I want to know. Like, at what point do you hit the fucking button and say, hey man, why do these celebrities just hit the button one day and they say, hey, I'm gonna pull up to these parties with 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Like, where's the fucking disconnect? I don't get it, bro. Like, a lot of people are famous out here. They don't act like these people. There has to be something wrong in the water, in these parties, and the alcohol in these parties, man. They dude who fucking accused P. Diddy of the fuck shit, right? He got his lawyer. And the lawyer is saying, yo, he's now complimenting his client for going up against somebody as powerful and rich as P. Diddy. Now, this is very important, man. There's good people on bad sides and bad people on good sides. That's just how it is, man. P. Diddy's case is a little different, bro. You can't just hate on P. Diddy and then hate on 30 other rappers who used to be cool with him. Like the fucking doctors who hung out with Jeffrey Epstein. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these doctors didn't even know what the fuck they were doing. They just hung around a lot of influential people and they thought they were doing something important, but they were not. They were fucking involved in some other shit. But it takes a lot of balls, man. Whoever this dude is in going up against P. Diddy and all these whistleblowers who are coming out right now, because it's hard, man. I've seen a couple videos of people saying they were allegedly, you know what I'm saying, like SA'd by Diddy. I don't know the real facts. Like, I'm just saying, there's some real people out there who are saying it. P. Diddy got endorsement from Barack Obama on the things he's doing. What the fuck is P. Diddy doing? What was Barack Obama complimenting P. Diddy for? I don't know. It better not be all this shit that's coming out right now. It better not be, bro, because I like Obama.
They knew that was going to happen. You understand? There's no way, based on the evidence that the prosecutor presented, that the judge was going to allow him to be bonded out on the first get-go. Now, if he comes up with some more hearings, he might be released. But based on the evidence, they've been following him, bro. They've been tapping his phone, been having people watch him. You understand? He been coming back and forth from New York, and he don't usually be coming back to New York. And somebody was telling me that, yo, listen here, yo, he trying to get witnesses. Remember when they released that first thing of Cassie, and I said that Diddy was trying to contact people for character witnesses, people for who he had problems with before, whatever like that, and trying to talk to them in the whole 9 yards. That's when they dropped that thing with Cassie. The Homeland Security had some agency or whatever like that that deals with that, dropped that thing on Cassie to show everybody, oh, y'all want to help him? Y'all, this is what y'all want to help? This is who y'all want to, you know, say that he ain't never did nothing. This is what you want to put your brand on? And everybody started backing up from him. Everybody was talking about, yo, man, Cassie was a gold digger. Cassie was this, that, and the third. She loved it in the whole 9 yards. And then when they seen that, all his friends or so-called friends, went away. So him not having a bond is not surprising.
Now let's talk about Diddy's reaction. While he's reportedly been trying to keep a low profile, the streets are saying that he's concerned about what Tyson might reveal. Diddy has allegedly been involved in a number of controversies over the years, but nothing quite like this. If Tyson's alleged threats are legitimate, it could spell disaster for Diddy's reputation and career. Sources say that Diddy is allegedly scrambling to figure out how to contain the situation before it blows up in his face. He's reportedly been reaching out to people in his circle, trying to do damage control, but whether that will be enough remains to be seen. If true, this could turn into an all-out expose, the likes of which we haven't seen in years. So, what does this mean for Diddy's future? Well, it's hard to say for sure, but if these rumors are accurate, he could be facing a major public relations crisis, one that he might not be able to recover from. His entire career has been built on his image as a savvy businessman and music industry mogul, but if Tyson's alleged claims come to light, that image could be shattered. And as for Tyson, well, he's never been one to back down from a fight, and if these rumors are true, he's allegedly gearing up for a battle of a different kind. This isn't about boxing anymore. This is about exposing the truth, or at least Tyson's version of it. If he follows through on his alleged threats, we could be looking at one of the biggest celebrity scandals in recent history. It's hard to predict how all of this will play out, but one thing's for sure, this story is far from over. With so many alleged moving pieces and so many people allegedly involved, the full extent of what's going on behind the scenes is still a mystery. But as more details allegedly emerge, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. This is just the beginning. Keep your eyes on Tyson and Diddy, because if even half of these allegations are true, we're in for a wild ride. And who knows? By the time all is said and done, the entertainment world as we know it could be forever changed.